Yeah. King Retention, man. We back at it with another video, man. We're back at it with another video. Oh, man. This world is changing. And when you're retaining, you love changes and you love challenges. When you retain, man. You know that guy in that movie that gets out, bro, with no problem after all the mess? After everything done went down, everybody done blew up each other up. That one guy at the end of the movie that makes it out, they didn't expect to make it out. That's the guy you are. That's you on retention, man. I'm the guy that made it out. Alright? The game changes, bombs blew up. Those two guys got in the fight. Boom, boom, boom. At the end of the movie, they blew each other up. Now they're looking at you. You picking up all the racks. You picking everything up. You move to Mexico. You move to Puerto Rico. You got the bag of money. You're living your life. Right? That's you on retention, man. That's you. Yeah, it's going down right now. Right? They talking everything. They talking, oh, it's a gender war. Oh, women are making more money. Oh, women are only sleeping with the top 10 guys. The guy with more money than them. Blah, blah, blah. What? Retention. You win. You win. Retention, man. How I feel is, you know the guy in the movie who's not the main character, but you like, when you see him, you're like, oh, damn, he's cooler than the main character. That's how I feel in retention. That's how I feel. Retention, man. This guy made a video about girls are forcing polygamy. It was a great video. I subscribed to the channel right after that, because it's like news. He's saying that women are making more money. He had some great points. He said women are making more money now. That means they're making more money than most men, or some men. And with that being said, women have the attribute to only date up. So meaning guys who make more money than them, have more status than them, look better than them, you know, whatever it is. And he's like, only top 10% of guys will be getting all the females. And then he said that with all those choices, like those guys have, they're not gonna like settle down with those guys. I mean, those girls aren't gonna settle down. The guys aren't gonna settle down with those girls because they have so many choices. And I'm like, jeez, should I be worried? Because I feel like let's not go crazy now. I might be top 10%. He's saying those guys aren't having sex. And I'm having sex. Yeah. But I see what point he is making. And it's like, okay, not every girl is gonna be making so much money than you or more money than you. There's gonna be some that's not, but there are gonna be looking to the top percent of guys. And that's where retention comes in. It wasn't a retention channel, so it wasn't like there was no retention points, right? So that's what I'm here to bring, is the retention points. if you're not those top 10% of men, like retention is an equalizer. It's an equalizer. It's gonna equal out. Those guys are getting drained. If they have 5 females, they're getting drained by 5 females. There's a top 10 and there's a top 1%, those who know about retention. And maybe they didn't get to the top 10 without knowing about retention. But if they did, then they're getting drained. That means if you're not in the top 10%, you're retaining, pretty soon you will be in the top 10%. Right? There's always like a factor in the experiment. There's a black and there's a white. There's those who have it, those who don't. But you're the third element. You're the one guy retaining. That's the hitting factor. He wasn't putting that into the experiment. When you retain, you're going to become the top 10% guy. But you're going to be even better because you got to adapt, right? Adaptation is key. Men don't just roll over. Like, oh, geez, all the top 10% of the guys in the world is winning. You're going to find out how. Once you find retention, you're going to be like, oh, now it's just a matter of time. And I'm like, and he went to on a point where he's like, oh, 3 out of 5 guys, or 1 out of 3 guys isn't like being, like having sex with females. Or had no sex at all. 1 out of 4. It was a high number though. It was kind of a high number. So it was like, okay, so you gotta know where you stand from that. But it's like he didn't put the factor of retention. Like maybe those guys didn't want to have sex with the females. Right? Maybe he didn't put the retention aspect into it. It's not a retention channel, I understand. But there is an equalizer, and that is retention. If those guys are getting drained, you know where they're going. Getting drained and used and abused. Eventually you come out. You're the brand new shiny toy on the block if you haven't been retaining yet. But if you have been retaining, you're in the top. You're in the top. If you're not in the top 10%, you're at least in the top 30%. Top 30%. You're at least there if you have been retaining for like a year or two. You're in the top 30. If you've been retaining more, it depends. You're higher up there. So, with that being said, it's been like this. Women been picking from the top, no matter if they made more money or less money. It's always been like that. They act like this was something new. It's not. The only thing is those who retain and those who don't retain. And they could be with a guy who makes a lot of money right now, and then you're the third factor. They never take the third factor. You're the third factor. Those are guys being used to like, oh, he's away. Come on by. Stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't be that guy. Right? Because I'm king retention, man. King retention, man. Why would I be doing that? And then you realize you're high up there. You got it going on for yourself. So the video that I was saying, like, oh, it's been like it is. Even if they have like a husband, some of them are smarter. They use the guys. They use them. They use them. So these are the top 10%. You don't want to be the top 10. You don't want to be the top 10 because this point is like they're getting all the girls. They're getting all the girls. When you're retaining, that is not a good thing. You think, oh, I'm going to have all the girls. I'm going to have all the sex in the world. Yay. You can't do that. You can't. How? If you have a lot of money or gotten a lot of money, you got a lot of work to do and a lot of work to keep up. Having sex every day isn't gonna help with that. And when you're with females, they want it a lot. They want to do it more than you do. They get mad when you don't want to do it. It's up to the point like, damn, man, get somebody else to do it. That's his job. You want the benefits without the relations on retention, man. Because it's like they're taking your energy away. They're taking your energy away. You don't want that, man. But say you're not in the top 10% and you're not getting any. On retention, you're on the rise. And if they're not taking your money, where is it going? Right? Let's say you're retained. You're not at the strip club. You're not at the club. You're not trying to chase them down. Where is that money going? And you're not spending it all on weed or drugs or alcohol. If you're in retention, I automatically just assume you're not doing those stupid stuff. I just assume that. So that's why I'm going to talk like that. That money is coming to you. To you. It's going into your hair. It's going into your features. You get to customize yourself. Look how you want. Feel how you want. Achieve goals. It's like a vacation. And after all the money-making girls and the top 10% of guys take each other out, there you go. Boom, there you come out of nowhere. It's like, what? Where did this guy come from? Where did he come from? Where he get that sports car? Where he get that business? Why he look so cool? Why his skin glowing? Why his hair growing? Why? Retention, man. King retention, man. We out.